Shalom. This is a warning. This is a warning for everybody that's in the truth, and it's pretty simple. We have to make sure that we let no one deceive us. Before we came into the truth, we thought that we were in the truth in Christianity, and then we found out it was deception, and we came out of Christianity and into the truth. But once we did that, that was like another step closer to the truth. The problem is there's a lot of Israelites that's they're deceiving people. I don't know, are they doing it on purpose? Maybe some of them are just um, misleading and just without understanding themselves. That's possible, but the warning here is to make sure that no one deceives you. The disciples asked the Messiah, they was asking about when in Matthew 24 and 23. They asked him, when will these things be, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the world? Well, the first thing he said to them, they're worrying about the end. The first thing he said was, take heed that no man deceives you. When he says no man, he mean no man. And that kind of goes back with what Ezekiel was talking about. We have no shepherds. I told you before, don't depend on man. Do your own research. Do your own study. It's so important that you do your own research and your own study. And then he goes on to say, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So there's going to be many people that say, yeah, he's the Mashiach, and they're going to deceive many. So we're in a time of deception. It's at an all-time high. And anyone that listening to this video, you must do your own research. These people can really throw you off. I see a lot of people, they're getting confused, and some of them are just toss to and from. You have to get into these scriptures, and you have to read them and understand for yourself. You need to have a relationship with the Father, and basically you're going to have to become a doer of his word. Luke 16:16 says this. Just listen to this now. Now this is who she is speaking. He says, the law and the prophets were until John. Since that time the kingdom of Elohim is preached, or have been preached. It's preached, Preached, and that's the end. In other words, it's been preached, and there is no one else. There is no one else that have anything else that they can bring forth that's not in the law and the prophets. The only thing teachers are to do is to show, reiterate, repeat what the prophets have said, but do it accurately. And he says, and every man presseth into it. So that means the law and the prophets, we should be pressing to it and nothing else. No other man, no religion. We should be pressing toward the law and the prophets. He goes on to say, and it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than for one tittle of the law to fail. That tittle is the smallest marking of a Hebrew writing, and the smallest letter is the Hebrew letter Yod. So again, the law is not done away with. It's definitely still in effect. And these teachers, I've looked around and I've seen as of late, I've seen so many that just they have a lot to say. And here are some flags. If you got a guy that's teaching and he's mostly talking and he's not giving any scriptures, and then when he do give scriptures, they don't line up. The scripture do not line up. You go in one area, you read something, you go in another area, and you're saying they're saying the same thing, and it doesn't line up. This guy here is, be careful with this guy. And they should be given the law and the prophets. Prophets in the Bible and prophets, that's another thing. If they stay just within the Bible, there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of things that's missing, that's not included in the Bible. They should be given those prophets that's outside the Bible. Yahushua was talking about uh, Esdras. Yahushua was talking about Baruch. He was talking about Enoch when he said prophets. These are books that we need, and to get the complete picture, you just won't have the complete picture. That's why he said the law and the prophets. Um, one other thing here. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 27 and 26. And this is for those that do not confirm the words of the law. Because, again, some of these people, they just will not open up the law and teach from the law. It says, "Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them." And all the people say, "So be it." So, these people should be coming out of the law. You go to their YouTube pages, you look at all what they're saying. They have nothing concerning the law. Why is that? That's a flag. Let that be a flag to you. And one of the things that he's pressing hard on me, I'm gonna go into the law, and I'm gonna go into the laws that there are laws that we cannot keep because we're in captivity, and there were certain laws that we're only to do in the land with all of the tribes together. You can't do those things. We're still scattered, but there are many laws that we can keep today, and those are a lot of the laws that I'm gonna go into. I don't see people teaching on the law the way they should be, but there's probably a lot of things that people that's in the truth, they don't know, they don't understand. I know there was many that I didn't know and I didn't understand, and I didn't get the understanding until I went into the law for myself, and I saw things that no one's talking about. But again, be careful who you listen to. There's so many doctrines. They will toss you to and from. Another point I want to make here: there's only going to be a remnant that's going to make it, and that it's a small, small number. So mostly everyone that you're hearing that's opening up the Bible and showing information, most of them won't make it. It's sad to say, but most of them will not make it. Um, Another point, and I hate to bring this point out, but I must bring this point out. Anyone that's still in America, any Israelites, any that's still in America, been born and raised in America, I caution you. I warn you, you must be very, very careful when it comes to those that still in America. There's a sense, there's a cloud, there's a demonic spirit, there's a presence of the evil one in that place. That is the belly of the beast, and you can't see your way clearly if you still in her. It wasn't until I came out of her till things started making sense to me. I saw a whole lot of things that I couldn't see when I was in the States, and it's kind of hard to describe, but there was a lot of things that came clear to me. So be careful with those that still in the States. I hope you take to heart what I'm saying here and don't just look at this as, again, do your own research, do your own studies, be careful because deception is at an all-time high. Shalom.